Hi, I'm going to show you how Savio's shortcut integration works. The main benefit of the shortcut integration is that as devs work on features in Shortcut, the linked Savio feature request status will be updated automatically. So no need to bother devs, no need for devs to be asked about what the status is of a feature. You just see it right here in Savio. So let's see how it works. The first step is we've got a feature request here called Zapier integration. We're going to link it to a shortcut story. You can link to an existing story, but in this case, we're just going to create a new one called Zapier integration. And so we now have a story in Shortcut called Zapier integration. So let's take a look at it. You can see here it's in the untriaged state. It's got a link actually back to the Savio feature request, which is handy if your dev team wants to take a look at that product feedback customers are leaving to understand why they're building what they're building. Let's close this and we'll take a look at the settings for the shortcut integration. So what you're looking at here is a list of the stages on the shortcut board. And when an issue in shortcut is moved to this stage, Savio will automatically update the status of the feature request to this value. So you can see when a shortcut story is moved to in dev, in Savio, the feature request will be marked as in progress. And when a shortcut story is marked as completed, the linked feature request in Savio will be marked as shipped. So let's see how that works in practice. We've got a feature request. It's called under consideration. It's linked to the shortcut story. So when we move this to in development and reload the page, we will see that the status has automatically been updated to in progress. And when we move this to completed, come back to Savio, reload the page, we can see that it's automatically been marked as shipped. So the other piece to notice here is in Savio, you can see the status of the shortcut story or any linked shortcut stories to the feature request. So again, no need to go into the dev tool. You can come right here to Savio and see what's going on with the status of any issues in your dev tracker that are related to this feature request. So that is how the Savio shortcut integration works. It helps you quickly understand the status of any linked feature requests that your devs are working on without having to hassle your devs.